Hey guys, it's Liz of Consume My Books, and this is my first vlog from my new apartment. I'm not sitting in front of a bookshelf right now, and that's because this is where my books are living at the moment. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a quick bookshelf tour. Yay, okay. So I'm keeping my books in this closet at the moment because it has shelves. That's pretty much my reasoning. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys really quick what's in here. So we have my review pile. Up through Sweetly is my review pile. Then we have some YA hardcovers. These are really tall ones. That's why they're grouped together. More hardcovers. The Graveyard book is actually just the dust jacket because I'm reading that one right now. Sorry about my voice, getting over a cold. And then if we go down to this shelf, up Shade Through Shadow Me are all of my ARCs. Well, not all of the ARCs that I have, but these are all the ARCs that I brought out here. And they're ordered by publication. I just decided that even if some were already out, it was just easiest to put them all together. Then we get into my paperbacks. And the dragon, who doesn't actually have a name. Anyone got dragon suggestion names? Let me know. Mass market paperbacks. I really do want to read The Name of the Wind soon. And actually this stuff on the end is books for class. So that's my bookshelf here in my apartment for now. I got these books out here by shipping them in 2 boxes, and maybe I'll bring more soon. Okay, that is it for now. Back to the TBR pile. Yeah. Also, I know I sound a little bit sick right now. I'm getting over a cold. I'm sorry. Also, this might sound a little bit echoey because I don't have much furniture yet. I'm going to be getting more at some point. I survived my first week of graduate school and it went well. It's a little crazy getting used to living on my own again and starting school all at once, but it's going well so far. That out of the way, let's talk about what I'm reading. We have The Information, which is by James Gleek, and this is actually for a class. It's really interesting. It talks about like how thinking came to be, the history of the dictionary, the alphabet, and I'm only 700 pages or 70 pages in, and it's 500 pages. So I think the rest of it will be very excellent. It's very mind-blowing and dense, but very good. So if you're a big fan of adult nonfiction, you should pick this up. And if I didn't already mention it, this is for a class. Next up, we have The Graveyard book by Neil Gaiman. I love Neil Gaiman's writing. It's absolutely beautiful. And in this book, he's done a really nice job of making the graveyard into a character, and I love the ghosts. They're awesome. And the last book I'm reading is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is by J.K. Rowling. I start to read this whenever I get really stressed out. It's very comforting to have a book that was such a big part of my teen years out here. I think I really picked the right point in my life to reread this series. So yeah, I read like about 10 minutes before I go to bed usually, for about 10 minutes. And I also read on the bus in the morning if I can. It depends on whether or not I can get a seat because I have a pretty crowded route. So let's talk about the books that I plan to read in September. First of all, we have some titles from my review pile. Xanga and the Beautiful Country by Alan Richard Schickman. I reviewed the first book in this series, Xanga, and I now have the third for review, so I think it's time to go ahead and pick this one up. The first one was good, and these are actually very fast reads. Like, the print is very big, so yay. It's kind of a prehistoric setting. Next up, we have The Lost Saint, which is by Bree Despain and is a sequel to The Dark Divine. Really enjoyed the first book in the series, and I've been very excited about this one. I just haven't gotten to it yet. We have Possessed by Gretchen McNeil, which came out August 23rd. This is about demonic possession, and I've been really super psyched for it because the premise just sounds awesome. Excuse me. But I have not been able to get to it yet. Gretchen seems very cool from her Twitter and YA Rebels videos, and also the finished copies of this book are gorgeous. They're really shimmery. So I think those are all pretty good reasons to, want to pick this one up. Again, excuse me. Next up, we have Cat Incorrigible by Stephanie Burgess. I got this from Shelf Awareness last spring, and I never got to it. It's about magic, and it sounds very lighthearted but fun, and like a really good book to mix in with all of the very academic nonfiction that I'll be reading for class, which, although interesting, is really dense, and it's just nice to mix lighter things in there. And now we're getting into my own books that I'm hoping to read. We have The ARC of Witch Eyes, which I won from Scott Tracy. He signed it. Yay. This one just sounds really good. And again, Scott is another author who seems very awesome. And I'd like to help him out by getting a review of his book up the month it releases. So we'll see if I can get this one read. It looks really good. I do really want to read it. It's just a matter of, I haven't quite figured out how much time I'll have for fun reading yet. We have Shabanu, Daughter of the Wind by Suzanne Fisher Staples. This one has just been in my TBR pile for ages, and I think it's time to just sit down and read it already. We have Some Girls Are, which is by Courtney Summers. As you can see, this has been a very paranormal heavy TBR pile, and I thought that it might be good to try and fit something contemporary in. So we'll see if I get to it. Also, this is another one of my signed copies, which I won from Sarah over at Sarah's Random Musings. So thank you, Sarah. And lastly, we have The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I've been meaning to read this one for quite some time, and I think that it might be appropriate for Banned Books Week, which is from September 24th to October 1st, and I'm so excited. I'm not going to sing anymore, because that's just not pretty. Anyway, so that's what I hope to read in September. I'm really sorry for all the sniffling and the coughing in this video, but like I said, I'm getting over a cold. This is actually the best I've felt in about a week, so, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to read in September. Hopefully I actually get to it all and I'm still able to maintain a pretty good fun reading schedule despite everything that I have to do for school. So you guys should let me know what you plan on reading in September, and I will talk to you later. Bye.